Okay, so who am I here with?
Taylor. Pepper.
Can you say your name again? My bad.
Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor.
Yeah.
It is spelled Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. So Taylor, man, how old are you?
34.
34, man. And are you currently homeless, Taylor? Gotcha. So, how are you, Taylor?
Yeah. Okay, yes.
Okay. All right, man. Let's just start from the beginning. How was your childhood? You know, you have both your parents in your life?
Yeah, I do. That was cool for a while.
Gotcha, man. You want to go into detail about it?
There was a lot of fighting, a lot of yelling, a lot of throwing of shit, stuff like that.
Gotcha. How did that make you feel, like, you know, as a child?
Like shit. Not good, no.
What were some of the ways that you coped with it?
Leaving. Usually staying away from family members. Like, now it's like easy because, you know, they stay away on purpose, but yeah, most of the time it was leaving and getting away from them because they were awful people.
I got you. Free, do you want to like share how they were awful people?
Well, my dad was all addicted to drugs. My mom's a freaking what do you call it? One of those people that thinks that the world revolves around her.
Gotcha.
So very self-absorbed, narcissistic type person. Both of my brothers were junkies. So yeah, it's like an episode of the Jerry Springer Show. If I had to compare it to daytime television.
I got you, man. Free. Would you say that has, like, you know, actually, have you like done drugs?
Me?
Yeah.
I used to. I smoke weed.
Gotcha.
I used to do party drugs, but that was a long time ago.
Okay. So, like, with your family being like heavily into the drinking and the drugs, you know, growing up, like, would you say that like had influenced you to like partake in it?
No. Well, I don't know. No. My parents never drank when I was growing up, and I was stupid and asked them to grab a drink with me, but my dad has a problem. And freaking, he couldn't stop, and then it kind of turned him into a dick. I don't know. He was always kind of an asshole, but like he's more of an asshole now. Old age does stuff to people too, so.
I got you, man. Okay, so would you say like the family like was dysfunctional?
Yeah, it was dysfunctional as hell.
I got you.
There was like good times that we had, but it was like to make up for like really shitty stuff that happened.
Okay, and can you recall some of them good moments?
I can. I mean, we took like some trips and stuff together. That was before everybody hated each other. Everybody started hating each other probably like around when I turned 18. Or like before, maybe like 16 or 17, that's when I moved away. Because it just got to be too much to live with them.
Got you. So, where'd you go to school at?
Castle Elementary, Actus Junior High, and then freaking Liberty. But I moved from Bakersfield to Tehachapi. And then we left Tehachapi because my dad lost his job.
Got you, man. So like, you know, how were you like, you know, like in school and stuff, you know, the good kid, the bad kid and stuff, you know, did you have a lot of friends?
Got into a lot of fights because people like to pick on me. But yeah, I had a lot of friends, like, for the most part.
Okay, man. would you say you had like some good friends, or like, you know, maybe like your certain like circumstances growing up
I
kind
had
of
some friends that were cool, but I never went to school in the same place where I lived the whole time I was growing up until I was in high school. So I didn't really hang out with anybody because they didn't freaking go to school where I lived.
Okay. You know, man, you ever like been locked up?
Locked up for like a couple days, not for like a long time.
Okay.
Maybe like 4 days.
Okay.
It was on a violation thing, but it was over something stupid. It was literally like 4 days and then they let me go. But I've only been arrested for like a DUI and a fucking drunk and disorderly. It was like me and an ex arguing, and then somebody called the police, and then because I had drank anything, they arrested me. Even though I wasn't doing shit except for yelling on my own driveway, which I totally thought was legal, but nah.
I got you, man. You know, do you have any like a wife or kids?
I've got a fiance and I've got a kid, yeah.
I got you, man. And how is your relationship with them?
It's good. I'm actually talking to her on the phone right now.
Oh, okay. That's good, man. You know, do you want to like, you know, shout them out, say like, you know, hello, let them know how you doing?
No, I don't want to mention anybody's names or anything.
Okay. And so your current state of being right now, man, have you taken any steps to get out of your situation?
Yeah, looking for a job. Like, that's pretty much the only way you would get out of a situation that's shitty like that. Getting money. If you don't have money, you can't do shit. And then you wind up in a place like this.
I got you, man.
Yeah, I actually became homeless because my whole family. I was living with my father-in-law and my fiance, and my father-in-law is a narcissistic, pathological liar that likes to talk shit all the time. So, freaking not really like the coolest person. So I kind of told him he was being rude.
Okay, man. Do you ever think of stuff like you and your family like can like forgive one another?
I don't think so. My dad tried to freaking get my son taken away from me for no reason, so I don't think so.
Got you, man. You know, I can only imagine. I don't have like a wife and kids of my own, but you know, I can only imagine like how much like miss them. You know, wouldn't they be like, you know, enough like motivation per se to like make you want to like do better?
I do want to do better. That's why I go look for fucking work every single day. But try finding a job when you have no car.
Right.
Yeah, so like the only places that would hire me are places that I literally could either walk to, or like most of the places that I would work, you go work super early in the morning and they're out in the middle of the fucking nowhere. I can't go to a freaking like a machine shop at like freaking on the bus, like unless I'm working at night. And you know, I had a job last Friday. They said that I would have a job if I had a car. But, you know, I was like, when do you guys start? They're like 6 in the morning. The buses don't run at 6. So.
You know, is there any programs out here that give you assistance?
Well, I'm supposed to be getting housing, supposedly. That's what they've been saying for a while.
You know, how are you treated out here by like civilians?
Oh, it's interesting. Most of the time, pretty good. There's been like quite a few times that I've had people try to rob me because I walk around by myself. at night a lot. So it's like, I wouldn't really recommend that for anybody to do that. Very, very dangerous. Bakersfield's actually gotten way more dangerous in the past like 2 to 3 years because I was homeless before years ago, and it's way worse than it was. There's fentanyl everywhere. There's a lot of heroin addicts everywhere.
Yeah, fentanyl ain't no joke.
Horrible now.
Yeah, everything's cut with fentanyl too.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So Taylor, you got any regrets in your life?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, man, you seem pretty like level-headed and stuff. How is your mental and how are you emotionally?
Emotionally kind of fucked up. Mental, but I don't know. Depressed.
Okay, man. Yeah.
Well, I'm depressed because I got like my family and her family trying to keep me away from my son and her. Both of my, well, I told my family members that they were a bunch of controlling assholes, because they are. Like, and I told them that if they can't respect me or my woman, then they need to get the fuck out of my life. And yeah, they had a hard time accepting that. Or like, so my dad and my mom made up a bunch of shit saying that I was a danger to my girl and my son and them for some reason. They got a restraining order for no reason. I mean, I fucking told them that they were being rude and I was thinking about slapping them, but that's not really a reason. That's not really a reason to go get a restraining order. Because, I mean, with the things that was being said to me by my own family, I mean, I used to go kick the shit out of people for talking to me like a fraction of that. It's nuts. It was so disrespectful and like being so mean and hateful to me and my girl and like just showing disrespect like that. I was like, man, dude, if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna drive over there and smack the shit out of you. And then they went and actually paid money for a judge to grant a restraining order against me because they said that they were in fear for their safety. Like if I was gonna do that, they live here in Bakersfield. Even without me having a car, it wouldn't really be that hard to go do that. But it wouldn't solve anything. I would just get in trouble. Like, so it's like, you know, not even worth it.
Okay, man, that's a smarter decision.
They went and freaking did that, but now I can't see them for 5 years.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
They were trying to do that with my
So kid. Taylor, like, you know, there's two sides to every story. You know, everything you told me about like your family, like hating on you. Is there like, you know, a reason why behind that? Like, you know, did you do something?
Did I do something?
Yeah, man. Because I understand people, you know, will hate for no reason, but a lot of times people like to, you know, be nitpicky and find any reason to, like, you know, point out, you know, or maybe there is a valid reason on why someone is like being hateful.
I used to drink a lot, but not when I was living with not when I was living with them. Like, so I mean, I used to drink a lot, and then I was sober for like a long period of time, and then fucking my parents and her father and a couple other weird factors pushed me into not being sober again, because people are assholes and they just like to poke at me like a lot. So I freaking, and then I went and I started drinking a little bit here and there, and they started threatening me and saying all kinds of shit, and I told them to go fuck themselves. That's pretty much how that went. I said I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I feel like I need to drink to be around you, then so what? It's either take it or leave it, or I won't fucking be around you.
Gotcha. Man. All right, Taylor. I appreciate, you know, your story. Hope you find a job. And do you consent to the video?
Consent to the video?
Yeah.
For what? What are you gonna put it on?
YouTube?
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
All right, Taylor. You take care.
All right.